Welcome back, my friends, to the Morning Mindset. I hope you are ready for the day. And if not, the Morning Mindset is here to help you become ready for the day. Because we want our goal to be that our minds are aligned with the truth of God so that we can live in light of that truth in a way that brings hope and glory and light to others. Because our God is alive and active in our lives. We've been working our way through the book of Psalms, just kind of skipping around, seeing different sections and some of the truths that are contained there. And we're in Psalm chapter 40 today. Psalm 40 is one that's been special to me for a while. I think it came on my radar in a significant way back in college when I became familiar with a song titled 40, the two numbers, 40, by the band U2. And it really is a song based on the first 1, 2, 3, 4 verses of Psalm chapter 40. And I want to read Psalm chapter 40. I'll put the link to the U2 song in the description for this episode on a YouTube or something so you can listen to it. But this psalm really portrays a great attitude for us to embrace and to keep close to our hearts. It says, I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined to me and heard my cry. He drew me up from the pit of destruction, out of the miry bog, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. He put a new song in my mouth, a song of praise to our God. Many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. Blessed is the man who makes the Lord his trust, who does not turn to the proud, to those who go astray after a lie. You have multiplied, O Lord my God, your wondrous deeds and your thoughts toward us. None can compare with you. I will proclaim and tell of them, yet they are more than can be told. Now let's stop there for a moment. Think about what David is trying to communicate here. He is speaking a testimony of God's work in his own life. And I know each of us could do that in one way or another. We could sit down and we could tell each other stories of how God has faithfully done this or that, or in this season of our life, what was going on and how God came in and inclined himself to hear our cry and draw us up out of our own pit of destruction, or our miry bog, as David calls it. You see, testimonies like this are very uplifting to the soul. They help remind us who our God is and what he does in the lives of his people. They're silent little promises saying, you also should continue to trust in the Lord because he will lift you up out of your miry bog in time. He will put a new song in your mouth, a song of praise to him because of his deliverance. And at that time, notice what David says, many will see and fear and put their trust in the Lord. You see, what he's saying is that when we come out of that hard time through many months or years or a long season of trust, and others are watching, don't be mistaken, they are watching, they will see and they will learn to fear the Lord and put their trust in him because of the inspiring example of our situation and what our trust has brought about. You see, it's interesting. In those times when we're feeling weary and we're feeling that we're in that miry bog, we don't really have any idea or even assumption that we're an inspiration to anyone. But David is saying because of who our God is and because of our patient waiting on him, others will see that he does indeed come through and take care of his people in time as they wait patiently on him. Because when you're waiting patiently, what are you doing? You're trusting him that this entire time frame that you're going through is firmly in his hand, and that you will be blessed because you made the Lord your trust. My friends, let's commit our hearts to doing that today. Trust the Lord, whatever that situation is that you are waiting on him through. And I want to encourage you also, consider how you might support what we're doing with the Morning Mindset. You can find out more about how to do that looking at the description in your podcast player or app.